Well, an Army National Guard soldier in Flora says the government is behind in handing out monthly disability payments.
News Channel 18's Ava Wilhite explains how that soldier is surviving without being paid. Ava.
Army National Guard E4 specialist Dustin Boyce says there's still food in the refrigerator for now, but he doesn't know how he will provide for his family without his NCAP check. 28-year-old Dustin Boyce tries to play with his dog Duke on days when his pain feels manageable. Boyce suffers from RSD, reflex sympathetic dystrophy, nerve damage, and chronic pain, all results of an injury during a training exercise at Fort Knox, Kentucky in 2003. Boyce is a soldier with the Indiana Army National Guard and receives incapacitation or NCAP checks to use as income.
That's what we count on for all of our bills, and that's our money to live off of, month to month.
Boyce says this month his check has not come yet.
I wasn't notified. I called a lady, and she explained they lost funding, and then 2 days later my unit finally called me.
Boyce says he was told that he would eventually get paid, but he says that's tough to explain to his landlord and bill collectors.
I told them that the government lost funding for my pay and that I'm not going to be able to get paid until they get funding back.
Director of Army Personnel for the Indiana Army National Guard, Colonel Lee Baker, says Boyce is one of 20 soldiers in the state that has not received his NCAP check yet. Baker says one explanation could be because of the delay it took to approve the federal budget. He says it is also difficult to budget for the NCAP fund.
So it's hard to come up with one set number because you're kind of guessing on how many soldiers do we think are going to be injured and who need to draw this.
Baker says some states use the NCAP money faster than others. He says Indiana NCAP soldiers will have to wait for other states to be audited and find funds that haven't been used.
And they're looking at those states who didn't use all their funds to send them back up to our higher headquarters, and they're going to redistribute it and send it back to us so that we can get it to our soldiers to help them.
Baker says he was told the soonest that soldiers' checks would catch up would be the 8th or 10th of July. He says that's unacceptable, and they're working on getting those checks out sooner. Ava Wilhite, News Channel 18.